they're looking for. And each athlete, each person should have their own criteria as well, right? Because, Collin is going to progress differently than, a mom or dad of 4 that's, 45, right? So Collin Huckbody, Zachary McLeod, Zachary 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, Collin out of ACA in Fargo. Collin's got just real solid. Yeah, just get blast double there, right there. Already quick 2 points. I'm a little surprised that Zach didn't pull guard right away, because then he just concedes it too. Because Zach does have a very good guard. He has an excellent guard. His favorite submission he puts as Dead Orchard, which is a submission from the guard. So I'm surprised he didn't pull guard a little bit earlier, make a connection and sit down. And now he looks for this this rubber guard type position here. But Collin's over that leg, so maybe you can start to apply enough pressure, be solid enough. It's early on in the match. They are dry, so if Zach's able to get a good bite on this, it might be trouble for Collin. But again, Collin's able to start to stuff that over. Very flexible as Zach. Very flexible.
Now grapplers have specific moves that they try to specialize in.
Ideally, yeah, that's what I would recommend.
Sure.
I would recommend, you find the moves that you like, And here we see Zachary. Zach lets go, but he's looking for his own attack right away. He's looking for a triangle. He's looking for that rubber guard type position. Now, Collin has the shin stuffed between his legs, so this is going to save him momentarily, but he's got to be very careful here. One off balance, and that leg will come back in and put Collin into a lot of trouble. Collin's able to pummel in, start a smash pass, and clear the danger. Now, remember, Zach's down 2 points. Collin's up 2 points, so this if Collin decides to park the bus here a little bit, that might be a little trouble. Now, these matches are a little bit longer. I believe they're 7 minutes.
Okay.
A little bit longer than the previous matches. So they got a little bit more time to work. But like we said, being down 2 points, being down early, changes the dynamic of the match. Now, Collin's got to be careful that he's not just being complacent here. I see he is working. He's working to pass the guard and improve his position. But, sometimes when you're up 2 points, and you're like, oh, all I got to do is just hold on to the position. Until time runs out. But both men are looking to be active here, which I like.
And there's clearly a strategy here. You play to your strength and you attack your opponent's weakness.
There should be.
Big picture.
There should be, for sure. There should always be a strategy. And Collin gets a nice pass, nice over-under pass, looking to pin Zach. Yeah, and you're exactly right. We should be able to impose our will on our opponent.
Right.
But some people have a little bit more like relaxed style, like improv, like jazz, right?
Okay.
Kind of just, they do what comes to them, but they can get in trouble when they get a little bit more assertive opponent that, imposes their will. That's where you can get a little bit in trouble.
So
nice mount by Collin here.
You could come in with a specific attack plan only to find out, hey, I got to deviate from what I thought I was going to do.
Sometimes we got to be able to adjust. Sometimes plan A isn't working, so we got to go to plan B, and then it works. But I think Collin stuck to his game plan, what it was, takedown, pass the guard. And he says, strong top game with patient pressure. He was certainly patient. He didn't, he wasn't able to get the pass the first 3 or even 4 times, but he's very patient, which I love. I love patient passers like that don't lose heart in their game plan. Now, Collin really likes arm triangle, all right, which when you're in MMA and you like the arm triangle, you got a good arm triangle. Some of the best arm triangles I know, the specific choke from top side control or top mount. Some of the best arm triangles I know come from MMA fighters because it's just so common.
Okay, now, Marcus, that was a reset. Is that the proper term?
Yeah, so that was a reset. So they were just kind of edging a little too close to the edge of the mat.
Yes, they were.
And there wasn't enough movement to allow it to keep going. So they just reset. Same position. Everything ideally is in the exact same position, just in the center. We got great refs here. Josue and Pam, both black belts, both really, really good, solid referees and black belts.
And referees obviously have a certification process to be able to ref. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who could be referees. There's not a lot of people who should be referees.
Got it.
So
that's true for a lot of things.
Yeah, that's also true for a lot of things, yeah. But Josue and Pam were not plucked off the street, so to speak. They've been around the game for quite a bit. And we got Collin still in top mount here. He's very active with his lower body, which I love to see. A lot of people, when they go and mount, they just kind of plop on their partner, schoolyard bully, but he's pinching his knees, he's flaring his legs, right? He's adjusting. Now Zach's trying to scoop that leg. Yeah, and I think he threatened it enough that Collin didn't like and he wanted to bail, but he's immediately onto the back attack. Now Zach's trying to reach in between the legs, trying to get something going, trying to turn, but Collin looks heavy, man. Collin looks really heavy. And Zach has a nice sit to guard. Very good. Let's see if he can get some attack. He gets a nice head and arm attachment here. Good connection. Let's see what he can do. Collin's going to be pretty defensive here. I don't think Collin's going to be able to really get any offense going. Nice. And now Zach can get back into the game. So Zach's down quite a bit of points here, but he's got his guard. He's got a position he loves. Let's see if he can start to get some offense going and either score or get a submission here.
And so as we go up the food chain, up the ladder on belts, they're longer matches. Is that correct?
Yeah,
okay,
they're going to be longer matches. Yeah, the white belts are 4 minutes.
Okay. This is
blue
6.
belts are 5. I believe this is 7 minutes.
7, okay.
And it varies by organization. We're doing Grappling Industries Rules, which is a pretty popular tournament rule set. We have a few special rules matches later on that are going to be 5 minutes with like other overtime rules. So right now, we haven't had much of a deadlock in any of the matches, but if any of the matches end in a tie, it'll go into a referee's decision. So the referee will decide who's the winner.
And we had that, correct me if I'm wrong, last fall.
We had a few last fall. Yeah, there's always some. You know, some people are very evenly matched and just can't score.
Right.
Yeah, Zach's looking to get this dead orchard, this position going here. But Collin's able to stuff that leg. Either Collin's able to stuff that leg or Zach's not taking enough care to take that leg out. I think if he's able to take that leg out before, you know, he goes for this his dead orchard position here, and he might be going for his dead orchard position here, and he might be going for some kind of punch choke here. Really sneaky. He's got that. I think that's tight. Oh, but he just runs out of time. I think that was pretty tight, actually. I think it ended in a pretty tight, sneaky punch choke type position, which, if there was more time, he might have gotten it. But Collin's solid and holds on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout, out of the red corner, Collin Huckbody.